People of God, I had a dream, but I just want to cut it short and just tell y'all key things in the dream. So we was going down this river, right? It was me and a bunch of other people. It just seemed like a field trip type vibe, okay? So we was going down this river. We all in the water and the river just carrying us, okay? And then there was this drop. However, everybody gone over the drop except this one particular person. When she gone down the drop, she gets sucked into something. Okay? Bing, that's one. And then I was like, hold the hell on. I was waiting for her to come back up, but she didn't come back up. So everybody was like, why she didn't come back up? So Jaden Smith Wilson, gone. He was courageous. And then he gone, dive down, and the thing would suck up or whatever. And then he come back out with her, with the girl.
Jaden went in and saved the lost youth.
It's just modern day slavery that's happening right now, and it's just not fair, and it's privatized. It's not run by the government. It's something that's private, and it's ridiculous that people are making money off of it. And it's in their best interest as a businessman or a businesswoman to put more people in prison. This is not normal. This is not how things are supposed to function. And there's people that are trying to specifically hold us down as a community, and it's just not okay. And young people just got no idea what you need to know right now. The prisons are privatized, and this is all a system that they're doing and making us hate school, so that we're like, well, we drop out and then we're like, oh, I'm gonna go make cash another way. That way happens to be illegal, and then you go to prison, which costs more than you could have just gone to a place that educated you to make money in a way that was a legal way of making money.
This girl was one girl I know right here. I'm gonna call her name. I was gonna call her name. One girl I end up meeting right here by the food store when I was working with her. Okay? She a little she's be a little off to me. So, you know, that she's be a little off to me. So now, after I saw her get sucked in and Jaden pull her out, kudos to Jaden for being courageous. Huh? Jaden, be courageous. Be strong and courageous. Your God is with you, okay? Bing. Make God proud. I was ever so proud of Jaden when he gone down and saved somebody else. Okay? Whatever it is you have to be doing, Jaden, or whatever, it's going to save other people. Be strong and courageous. Make God proud. Your God is with you. However, when Jaden brought her out, so I say, where the hell you gone? And she say, when she slipped down, when whatever suck her in, she gone in this prison or whatever. And I was like, you was underwater, you could, and she was like, when she got stuck in this thing, at the end, she wasn't underwater, she gone in this prison area where it had air and stuff like that. Okay? So now, I started thinking like, okay, this must be some kind of theme park situation, because we did end up talking to the manager, and we was like, this girl get whole sucked down there in this jail thing, how she was supposed to get out or whatever. And then he was starting to tell us, say there's a panic button if you ever get sucked down there with right in there for the help to come for you. Okay? Boom. But in that situation, Jaden went and he found a way to get out of the prison. Now, because that flicking unfortunate event
Something
happened,
is hurting my ear.
because
Real
that
life problems.
event happened to her, I pissed off now. Now, because that unfortunate event happened to her, that ruined my whole trip. So now it come to this, now we gone to this like flea market like type environment. They were selling all kinds of different things. You know, some people were selling fruit, some people were selling clothes. We gone there. So now I get the feeling like, okay, we off, we traveling, we travel to this location. But ever since the girl gets slipped down in that area thing, confirmation, but ever since the girl gets sucked down into that little jail thing, that had me fearful. So now I was fearful. I think I might have had one of my children or whatever, and I get eye shock. I can't remember too good. I had somebody probably who I was in charge of. I don't know who I was being overprotective with now, because I was like, what if this had happened to you? Or what if this had happened to me? I get super fearful and that started ruining my whole flicking trip, people of God. And then you know what the enemy showed me? The enemy showed me one girl off, all dressed up looking nice, with her daughter or whatever, enjoying her trip. I'm like, the devil is make me sick, every time. It don't matter what you do. It don't matter what you're doing. Every time, the devil is always trying to show you someone else doing better or someone else having a better situation. And I kind of get upset a little bit in the dream. I was like, I ain't got time to watch this girl having a better time on a trip than me or whatever. At least I on the flicking trip. I say, if I didn't come on the flicking trip and people that was traveling, I'd have been like, damn, look at other people traveling. Now I traveling and I come on the fucking vacation. Excuse me, Lord. Now I traveling and I get to come on a vacation just like everybody else. Now the God showing me, now the devil showing me somebody else having a better fucking vacation than me, having a better time than me. So I say that to say, people of God, don't let the devil run you up on brakes, because there will always be something, some glittery something somewhere else that the devil want to highlight and show you, so to try and make you feel bad. Be happy and content about what you have and what's going on in your life. And another thing I want to say about this situation, and what basically this in this dream, I was saying this to myself in this dream. I had to coach myself in this dream where I'm like, look at how you letting that one situation, what happened to that next person, ruin your whole trip and make you so fearful on your trip, or let's just say fearful in life. I was like, all of us float over or glide over the thing with no problem, except she gone down. That could have been anybody, but the truth is, what God revealed to me in that dream is she gone down into that prison situation because she was different than us. Everybody else clear. Everybody went over that situation without a problem. She was the only one that slipped down there and gone into this thing called prison. Okay? Like a jail prison. Let's just say that her demeanor, her attitude, spiritually, whatever it was, she was not in the right place. Okay? Let's just say that River had something that detect negative energy or however or whatever, and her ass gets sucked under it because of her different state of life.
Different state of mind.
So I would like to say, people of God, don't let what happened over yonder affect you and affect your life. That's another, and I say that all the time. So that's just God reiterating that to me so I can reiterate that to the people. Do not let what you see happen to other people, don't matter how close they is to you, how much you feel like you know them or whatever, what happened to them, happening to them for different reasons, and they on a different life. And they on a different life journey than you. Walk your own life journey. Don't let other people's situation hinder your life and your outlook on life, because you're only ruining your life. But it's a situation where I pass over that part of the river with no problem. The girl gone down in the jail situation and come out and had a better life and had a happiest, and her vacation was in ruin. She's the one who gets sucked down there. And she was enjoying her vacation after that event happened to her, but that make me so cautious and
traumatized.
Thing on my trip, start ruining my trip. Okay? Whoever that's for you. That was for you, huh? Next part of the dream. We did a store marketplace, or flea market, or whatever they call it in the States or whatever. And then this old witchcraft looking woman come. This old witchcraft-looking woman come as if she trying to sell a little fruit thing to me or whatever. Okay? They remind me of Cocoa Plum or so, but they ain't really Cocoa Plum, but that's my app freaking out. It looks similar to like Cocoa Plums, and she was trying to, I could see this woman evil as hell. And I was like, I don't even know what this fruit is or whatever you're trying to sell me. She's like, taste one. And I take it and I taste it because I didn't want to make her feel bad. And then I was like, I ain't like this. I don't like this, so I don't want to purchase it. So that make her run out on me on the whole. And then she give me one evil look. I say, oh, this old evil woman now going to do witchcraft for me or whatever situation. So I was like, damn, I should have never entertained this woman. I should have never even, because I know I won't buy nothing from her anyway. I should have never even entertained this woman at all. Okay? And I should have never tasted that. I was regretting tasting that and all that. I don't know what that's for, who's that's for, what that mean in the dream. People of God, when y'all see these wicked ass people, don't fool with them. Don't fool with them out of fear. Don't fool with them to make them feel better or that you don't want them feel bad. Don't fool with them. Okay? Bing. Period. So before this section of the dream happened, I dreamed I was by my Auntie Monique apartment, and outside of the apartment was breaking down the sidewalk part of the apartment, like, which is walk on to go to the stairs. It was breaking down, and I end up slipping and falling off the side, and I fall right on this boy, my cousin friend Darius. Okay? And what he was doing is he was using his locks to wrap around the flicking posts of the building. He wrapped his hair around it to try stop it from breaking down completely. So essentially, because he was doing that to try help make the post them sturdy or strong, or the pillars, whatever you want to call it, to make them strong, he wrapped his locks around it, and that kind of safeguard me, because it's kind of stop it from breaking down completely. Even though I slipped down and I end up landing on him, and it was like he saved me, and I was like, "Ma, what that mean?" It's like, what the hell I mean, or whatever. And I end up in the dream, and I'm kissing him and all. I ain't saying that part or whatever. Child, all I could say is, stay strong, stay fighting the good fight, Darius. The love of your life is probably on the ways. Because I taken, so your mini-me's is on the ways, okay? Let's just go with that. But stay strong, stay fighting the good fight. Whatever you're doing, stay strong, stay fighting the good fight. Boom. That was Darius. Then my dream, my cousin Mark, my distant cousin Mark, come in my dream whilst I was like at the flea market in the States or whatever. And he come and he hugged me, and I was like, this hug feels so nice and comforting. I was like, this hug feels so nice and comforting. But then within a split second, he turned around and then he held me like this. He roughed me up and he started slapping me. I was like, what the hell? What the hell is going on? And then I start like running away from him. And I was like, Lord, what the hell that mean? So that mean I feel like that's a two-faced flicking person who you think is so nice and kind and confident, and when they receive you, they feel so nice. When they embrace you, it feels so nice. It feels so real. It feels so authentic. But on the flip side, probably they have a different dark side, whereas they are flicking aggressive and flicking abusive. But anyway, sometimes in the dream, it always don't be the people who you dream about, but I just calling it as it is. So all the men out there with this hit their woman, make your adjustments, change your life, because I declare and decree that you will have no arms to hit the woman with in the future. Make the adjustments. I don't like that. And last but not least, that's the end of the dream basically. But last but not least, I saw some videos about R. Kelly, what I didn't really like or whatever. And I would say, I would like to say, I don't know what's going on with people I don't like to talk about situations where I don't know what's going on and I don't know all the backstory. I don't follow up all these celebrities, what's going on in their life. But I say, look at Michael Jackson. They continuously try to frame Michael Jackson to look like a pedophile, and he won all of his cases. Why? Because this is Satan's system, and Satan hates the people of God. These people of God out there with the golden heart, with the good spirit, though they may not be proclaiming Christianity, this and whatever. It's all about the good person, the good nature of a person. So at the end of the day, if you was of this world, the world would receive you. But because it's a Satan system and you're a good person at heart, Satan hates you and he attacks you. Okay? I saw the situation with R. Kelly and I really don't fucking like it. I know they always say he liked to do young girls or whatever, but I also want to make people realize that in the law, there's a consensual age, even though some of these children is underage. There's an age, I think here in the Bahamas is age 16 or whatever, where these young girls is be able to give consent to have sexual intercourse, which makes it not illegal. Okay? So I don't know what the situation is. And then I hear say the daughter say he sexually he, sexually abused her as a child or whatever. I would like to remind the people of God that the Bible tells you that your own children will rise up to kill you. I ain't getting involved allegedly this and allegedly that. I don't know what the case says, but I'm telling y'all something don't seem too right about the situation.
This camera keep going.
No, we're going to let the camera keep rolling.
This is not true. Doesn't even make sense. Why would I hold all these women? Their mothers and fathers told me, we're going to destroy your career.
But Kelly's emotions remained raw.
It's real girls out there missing. It's real young girls out there being abducted, being raped, okay? They really are on chains. They really do have chains on their wrists, and they can't get out. Robert, and they're ending up buried in deep.
Robert, we have to have a conversation. Really, I don't want you just ranting at the camera.
I came here for them to hear me talk. But I need help.
What kind of help?
This is the kind of help I need.
Yes, what kind of help?
I need somebody to help me not have a big heart, because my heart is so big. People betray me, and I keep forgiving them.
Everybody who crying this and that, these people out here in this world fucking wicked. I was listening to, I don't know what the guy named, because I was starting to look into the case, and this guy who was looking into the case itself say, his lawyer was saying, there was, corrupt things happening with the government when it comes to his case or whatever, okay? And they don't want him to go on trial because the government have some corrupt situation in it, and the flicking music industry have some corrupt situation. And he made some pointers where he was saying that's why R. Kelly is very popular and his songs very popular, and the music industry don't want to pay him for his songs. They do the same thing to the Prince.
I wasn't really taking large advances from the recording companies. I was recording the albums myself in my own studio. So the way I looked at it, I owned the work because I paid for it. And I did all the work. I created it, so I felt like it should belong to me. That said, the companies felt otherwise. And they would always hold this contract up and say, well, you signed it. And I'd say, well, I understand that. It's not like I want to leave. I just want to, talk about this thing and see if we can't make it more fair. Of course, they wouldn't change, because if they changed, they wouldn't really exist.
They do the same thing to Michael Jackson.
The record companies really, really do conspire against their artists. They steal, they cheat, they do whatever they can, especially the black artists. Tommy Mottola. Tommy Mottola is the president of the record division. He is he's a racist, and he's very, very, very devilish.
I'm inspired by life. The game is bullshit, man. The game is fucking bullshit. If you want to rap or sing or whatever, don't become a part of the game. You know what? Listen to a song I called The Industry. And that pretty much explains, it was saying what the shit is about, the industry. Man, it's not the same. The industry, it's not a fucking game. The industry, real niggas is dying to get in the industry just to find they don't fit in. The industry ain't what it used to be. The industry's trying to control the way you MC. They want you to dress like this and talk like that. But I'm going to dress like this and talk with the gap. The industry got y'all word meaning nothing. The industry, fuck what you heard because he's bluffing. The industry, money, bitches, hate. But I dare you to try to take a fucking thing off my plate. The industry like, wait. But in the streets, we like, get him. 17 up in that thing, catch him sleeping, hit him. My pop, whoever's with him. The coroner's coming to get him. Industry niggas. That's why I did.
Kill these people, and this is why they trying to kill flicking R. Kelly in jail anyway. People of God, pray that God will be done. But I could tell y'all one thing. We live in Satan, our system. And the people of God, they strike dirty. They fucking name. Why? Because they have all the wicked people who willing to take bribes and stuff and lie and make a person look dirty or flicking dig that just for them to look dirty and stink and nasty. Just like Martha Stewart was telling and that roast what they had, Martha Stewart was like, you know, Justin, you know, it's the inevitable that you will end up in prison some way, somehow, when you don't comply with fucking Satan's system. This is what's going on, people of God. The enemy could get you to set you up to do anything and look like anything, when they doing their wicked ass witchcraft and all kind of shit. People of God, pray for R. Kelly, pray for God's will to be done. Pray for justice to be served in this matter. Okay? Remember, it's us against Satan's system. Don't just cling to everything the media telling you about people. A lot of innocent people in jail and shit like that. I just saying, that's my 5 cents overall. Look how they continuously is to God, people. Look how they do Britney. Look how they do Britney Spears.
Secretly tormenting the people of God to make them act crazy when they are not crazy. They're in survival mode.
They try ruin the people who have God's spirit, who ain't willing to fucking just comply and shit like that. Or who flicking tired flicking complying and shit like that.
Some people find it odd that when we win anything in this game, we give praise back unto God. Well, in somebody else's game, any triumph makes us feel blessed. When it's your game, you make the rules, everything comes easy. All your friends are in key positions, so when you decide you don't want to play anymore, you never leave empty-handed. Can somebody say golden parachute? It's not your game. You didn't make the rules. Everything comes hard. As long as you're signed to a contract, you're going to take a minority share of the winnings. Select few of us will do well. The majority will not. As a people, will be considered a minority. But stop. Let's take a moment and look at yourselves. There's nothing minor about you. You are a blessed people. You're the most talented on earth, and you are still grateful. That is why upon winning in their game, you always thank God.
Because Satan wishes for the people of God to have nothing at all.
This has been Mama Chris. Pray, pray, pray. Pray for people when they go into their situations and that God will be done, because you don't ever know what really is the truth, okay? This has been Mama Chris from Love Gone Viral. Because the people them who needed to be flicking dealt with, been safe for years and shit like that. The real dogs them out there is be safe. Now, because God taking over. And now, because God's on it, now, because God getting popular and it's the end time, certain people getting things coming out. I ain't saying R. Kelly is a innocent man, but I saying something about me don't like what's going on with him. All right? So, as the people of God, what do? We pray that the will of God be done. We pray that justice be served. This has been Mama Chris from Love Gone Viral.